Welcome to Mind Over Matter, the podcast that explores the fascinating intersection of our minds and our well-being. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're diving into a topic that many of you have likely experienced, the anxiety that comes with learning a new language. That feeling of your heart racing when you're about to speak, the fear of making a mistake, it's a real hurdle. To help us understand and conquer this, we have Dr. Evelyn Reed, an expert in health, stress, and anxiety. Dr. Reed, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Alex.
So let's start with the basics. Is it normal to feel anxious when learning a new language?
Absolutely. It's incredibly common. In fact, it has a name, xenoglossophobia. It's the feeling of unease, worry, and nervousness you experience when learning or using a foreign language. This anxiety can stem from various sources, whether it's speaking, listening, reading, or writing.
Xenoglossophobia. That's a mouthful. What are the root causes of this anxiety?
Well, it often boils down to a few key psychological factors. One of the biggest is the fear of negative evaluation, basically the fear of being judged by others. We worry about what our teacher, classmates, or native speakers will think of our abilities. This can lead to a fear of making mistakes and looking foolish. Another significant factor is what's called communication apprehension, which is the anxiety you feel when you have to speak or even listen to others in a new language.
That makes a lot of sense. The fear of saying something wrong or not understanding what's being said can be paralyzing.
Exactly. And this anxiety can have a real impact on our ability to learn. When we're anxious, our cognitive abilities can be impaired, making it harder to process new information and remember what we've learned. It can create a negative cycle. Anxiety leads to poor performance, which then increases our anxiety.
So, how do we break this cycle? What are some practical strategies to minimize this anxiety?
A great first step is to simply acknowledge and understand your fear. Ask yourself what you're truly afraid of. Is it making a mistake? Sounding silly? Once you identify the fear, you can start to address it. Another powerful strategy is to shift your mindset. Let go of the need for perfection. Making mistakes is a natural and unavoidable part of the learning process. Instead of viewing errors as failures, reframe them as opportunities for growth.
I like that idea of reframing mistakes. It takes the pressure off. What about practical exercises or techniques?
Definitely. Practicing in a low-stakes environment can be incredibly helpful. This could mean practicing on your own by recording yourself speaking and listening back. You could also have conversations with yourself in the new language. When you do start speaking with others, seek out one-on-one conversations, as they can be less intimidating than group settings.
That's a great tip. So, starting small and building up confidence.
Precisely. It's also beneficial to immerse yourself in the language in ways you enjoy. Watch movies or TV shows, listen to music, or read books in your target language. The more you incorporate it into your daily life in a fun and relaxed way, the less daunting it will feel.
What about the physical symptoms of anxiety, like a racing heart or sweaty palms?
Relaxation techniques are key. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, or even light exercise can help calm your nerves and improve your focus. Making these a regular part of your routine can create a sense of calm that will carry over into your language learning.
And what if you're in a classroom setting? Is there anything educators can do to help?
Educators play a huge role in creating a supportive learning environment. They can encourage communication over perfect grammar, use group work to let students practice in a less intimidating setting, and openly discuss language anxiety to let students know they're not alone. Creating a positive and mistake-friendly classroom is crucial.
It sounds like a combination of mindset shifts, practical strategies, and a supportive environment can make a world of difference.
Absolutely. And remember to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Set achievable goals, and when you reach them, acknowledge your hard work. This builds confidence and motivation.
Dr. Reed, this has been incredibly insightful. Before we go, do you have one last piece of advice for our listeners who might be struggling with language learning anxiety?
Be patient and kind to yourself. Learning a new language is a journey, not a race. Embrace the process, including the mistakes, and focus on the joy of communication and connection that a new language can bring.
Wonderful advice. Dr. Evelyn Reed, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
My pleasure.
And that's all the time we have for today on Mind Over Matter. A big thank you to our guest, Dr. Evelyn Reed, and to all of you for listening. Join us next time as we continue to explore the power of the human mind. Until then, take care.